Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Vedaham Antirmanasitam Te Dadami Yata Duravapam Anyai Satrapuram Vishwasrijam Vasunam Matsida Kamena Vasotvaye. O Vasu, I know from within your mind what you desired in the days of yore, when the Vasus and other demigods responsible for expanding the universal affairs performed sacrifices. You particularly desired to achieve my association. This is very difficult for others to attain, but I award it unto you. Purport. Uddhava is one of the eternal associates of the Lord, and a plenary portion of Uddhava was one of the 8 Vasus in the days of yore. The 8 Vasus and the demigods in the upper planetary systems who are responsible for the management of the universal affairs performed of sacrifices in the days of yore, desiring to fulfill their respective ultimate goals in life. At that time, the expansion of Uddhava, acting as one of the Vasus, desired to become an associate of the Lord. The Lord knew this because he is present in the heart of every living entity as Paramatma, the super consciousness. In everyone's heart, there is a representation of the super consciousness who gives memory to the partial consciousness of the every living entity. The living entity, as partial consciousness, forgets incidents of its past life, but the super consciousness reminds him how to act in terms of his cultivation of knowledge. Bhagavad Gita confirms this in various ways. Ye yatam mam papadyante tam stataiva bhajamiyaham. That's from 411 Gita. Savashijaham hridisani visto matatsmrita jnanam apohanam cha. 15:15. Everyone is at liberty to desire as he likes, but the desire is fulfilled by the Supreme Lord. Everyone is independent to think or desire, but the fulfillment of one's desire depends on the supreme will. This law is expressed as man proposes, God disposes. In the days of yore, when the demigods and Vasus performed sacrifice, Uddhava, as one of the Vasus, desired to enter into the association of the Lord, which is very difficult for those busy in empirical philosophical speculation or fruitive activities. Such persons have practically no information of the facts about becoming an associate of the Lord. Only the pure devotee can know, by the mercy of the Lord, that the personal association of the Lord is the highest perfection of life. The Lord assured Uddhava that he would fulfill his desire. It appears that when the Lord informed him of his indication to Uddhava, the great sage Maitreya finally became aware of the importance of entering into the association of the Lord. Om Agyan Timidandasya Janajana Savakaya Chaksu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Mahobistam Staptitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kedamayam Dadanti Swam Padantikam Dama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimakti Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaudavani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschyatyare Satarine Vancha Kalpa Tarubhischa Kripa Sindhu Bhaja Aditanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. And so man proposes, God disposes. You can desire whatever you want but that doesn't mean that you'll get what you want because your desire has to qualify in terms of your status. In other words, first deserve and then desire. If you don't deserve to get the desire that you desired, you won't get it. And even if you desire, even if you desire, you might get something you deserve, and you might not want what you deserve. So, but we are free to deserve. I'm sorry. We are free to desire. That is the element of independence. Sometimes there's one thing God cannot control. He doesn't control our desire. He can, but he gives us the opportunity to desire to either uh, serve him or to serve his external energy, the material energy. So he allows that independence of desire because the principle of the bhakti is based on voluntarily accepting the Lord and not being forced by some situation. Of course, force may also be there as an encouragement, but ultimately we have to make a decision on how we want to mold our life. Do we want to stay in this material world and struggle and try to find happiness through the mind, the body, and the senses that is very fleeting and very flickering? Or do we want eternal life where our desires can be filled perfectly and completely and become completely satisfied in these desires that are fulfilled? But we have a choice. The Lord doesn't force you, but he encourages you in the right way. But material energy is there to encourage us in the wrong way, or in the way that we may still think has some value like that. So at every moment we can choose to serve Krishna or not to serve Krishna. Remember, every moment we can choose to uh, to fulfill our desires independent of Krishna, or reject those and look for those and look for those desires that will actually bring us in the association of Krishna. Because devotional service works in such a way as it is the internal energy of the Lord, and it connects us with Krishna through the activity of devotional service. So therefore, a devotee is always trying to stay connected to the higher energy, the spiritual energy, the devotional energy, and not to the material energy, because they know even if they get some fulfillment of material desires, the results are very fleeting, and sometimes the results are not even compatible to what we want to achieve. Material energy is very iffy. You can get your desires fulfilled, but at the same time, doesn't mean you'll be happy with the fulfillment. You cannot get your desires fulfilled and then be disappointed that you didn't fulfill them. Or you can get your desires fulfilled in a way that you wanted, but then then the results of that desire leaves you within a very short time. In other words, you can't keep it. That's the nature of material energy. So when we see the options that we have at our disposal to struggle to fulfill desires that may not actually bring us the happiness we're looking for, or even if it does, to lose it in due course of time, or to plan our life in such a way as that we can fulfill our desires perfectly and completely in due course of time. That means in the long run. And there is two things, pravitri and nirvitri. Pravitri marg, nirvitri marg. Pravitri marg means to take the immediate. In other words, I want to enjoy and I'm going to do it right now. Nivritri means I know that my enjoyment lies in the future, and therefore I have to develop qualities to fulfill that desire, so let me work at it. And we see that in the material world. A person will give up certain things they like in order to get a good position in society, in order to get a diploma in a particular university, in order to achieve something. In other words, they'll see the long run, which is more beneficial than something that is immediate. The immediate may be satisfying to the mind and senses, but will leave us somewhat, what we say, less fulfilled, or even less fulfilled than we were before we even acted on that desire. Well, here, if we simply desire Krishna, then Krishna will put in place those things that you can fulfill that desire. And then as that desire starts to build, it produces results in the form of peace, satisfaction, happiness, longevity, spiritual knowledge, and freedom from suffering in this material world. So the path of bhakti is the auspicious path. The path of bhakti is the nature of the living entity's treasure for finding happiness in life. And the means for achieving that is the knowledge that we receive from Krishna, from Guru, from Shastra. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita especially teaches us the path of how to perform our activities in such a way that the results will bring us closer to the fulfillment of all of our desires in such a way that we will be satisfied in those things and not look for things in the material world to somehow or other fulfill that need for happiness, that need for longevity, that need for peace of mind. So bhakti is the way to connect. And it says here, to get Krishna association may not be very easy to get. And of course, one has to be somewhat pure. But Krishna can grant his association to anybody at any time. Sometimes, even if a person is less pure, he may, for whatever reason, decide to fulfill that desire. Of course, that is not normally the way he does things, because persons have to qualify to have that association. But we can associate with Krishna through his spiritual energy. That is the process of devotional service. That means even though we may not be aware of Krishna's personal presence, that energy keeps us connected to that internal energy, or that process keeps us connected to that internal energy. And we know Krishna's with us every moment. He's there within the heart. He's guiding us. He's protecting us. He's elevating us, and at the same time, he's preventing us from performing the wrong activities. So that kind of consciousness comes when we stay in the spiritual energy. We feel, what we say, protected. We are protected against doing the wrong thing, and we're protected against suffering that comes by way of wrong activities or material life. So therefore, if we desire Krishna and devotional service, and then all of a sudden the means by which to achieve the results of that desire starts to fall in place by the arrangement of the spiritual energy to facilitate that. If we desire the material, then the material energy works in the same way to help to fulfill our desires in this material world. So desire is very strong, but of course, when one desires, then one thinks about how to act upon the desire, and then the result starts to build in one direction or another, either towards the material or towards Krishna in the spiritual energy. So yeah. So one who is actually intelligent and knows their best interests will not take part in this material energy, because they know that they can see everyone is trying to be happy in this material world, but everyone at best is just struggling. And struggle is the principle by which people live in this world. Struggle to make money, struggle to develop relationships, struggle to keep relationships, struggle to ward off negativities that come by way of living in this, just constant struggle. And that struggle produces more and more anxiety, and that anxiety causes one to be unhappy. And ultimately, if the anxiety increases, it decreases the longevity of life and causes us to get even physically and mentally ill. You'll see nowadays, people are getting so ill from various diseases. Many of these diseases are caused by anxiety, such as dementia, Parkinson's, this disease. Cancer is rising like unbelievable amounts of cancer is everywhere now. Why? Cancer is a lifestyle disease. If you don't live in a proper lifestyle, your body somehow or other finds itself difficult to manage itself and the mind also. And therefore anxiety comes up and then people fall into cancer like that. Those who are happy by way of devotional service, generally they don't get sick. And even if they do get sick, they somehow can overcome that with some little arrangements. So happiness is not available in the material world. The concept of happiness is the plan to become happy. The concept of happiness is the plan to work through all of the difficulties to come to the point of finding some kind of relief from those difficulties. This is material life. Everything that we're speaking about can be supported by Shastra. I'm not quoting Shastras, but Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Mamrupete Jalma Dukalayama Sasratam Napdunoti Mahatma Samsiddhid Bhagatam Gita. That this material world is miserable and it's temporary. Why? Sometimes people say, well, I'm struggling, I want to do the right thing. Why is God giving me the opposite? He's not giving you the opposite. You're acting according to your own karma or your own desire, and then you're creating the results of your activities simply by your particular type of desires that you do. He puts the material energy in place, and we connect with it in a certain way, and we get a mixture of results, such as something that is pleasing, something that is somewhere in between pleasing and not pleasing, and then ultimately something that is not pleasing. That's the material energy. That's Krishna's energy, just to control the living entity in this material world. And that control causes one to struggle. I want this, I can't get it. I don't want this, I got it. It's like one thing after another, after another, after another. One who stays engaged in devotional service is like being in a, what we say, protected bubble. It's like you're floating through the world, but you got this protection around you from being harassed by the material energy. It's like that. So as long as we stay connected to Krishna in devotional service, hearing and chanting his glories, serving him, worshiping him in different ways, chanting or just doing practical devotional service, that bubble will protect us against the effects of the material energy, which are in three categories: the material energy in the mode of ignorance, passion, and goodness, and the different kleshas. Kleshas means the different sufferings that come by way of these three modes of material nature. Okay, so basic point in this thing is, what is your desire? Make your desire one with your best interests, and then your best interests will naturally manifest. Okay.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj, for explaining how important the desire is in our life. and then direct us. Yes, devotees, just 2 minutes. Anand Prabhu, so devotees, you can ask any questions, raise your hands. And if you can't speak, please type it in the chat and I'll read it for you. It'll be nice to have your cameras on, please, if you can. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Anand Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, and all pranams to you. Uh, Guru Maharaj, I wanted to ask this question. Now, you were explaining about the desire and how Krishna kind of fulfills slash does not fulfill. So,
Um,
in my situation with respect to Krishna consciousness was absolutely amazing when I was in the UK. In fact, the desire to do book distribution was so strong, we would almost go out every day to book distribution. Then it's very hard to comprehend why I was technically I understand, but then why was I sent back? I prayed a lot. Almost every day we had some or the other program, like weekly 4 times or something, book distribution and whatnot, Harinam and Friday Sanghas and everything. Right now in India, comparatively, there's almost nothing. It's like I'm just pushing myself. So it's very difficult to understand why was I put in this particular situation, considering that my bhakti was,
mm.
much better than what it is in India. So it kind
It's
of
not,
bewilders me.
you might say, you might not be able to figure out why you were put in the position. The question is, what are you going to do when you're in that position? You're going to accept the position, or you're going to try to make it in such a way that you can benefit from that situation. So
Mm.
that's the way to look at it. You might think about it forever. Why was I put in this situation? There may be many reasons. Most of the time, we can't really understand things that are beyond our senses. We can speculate. We can think, well, maybe I did this. Maybe I wasn't worthy to stay in that situation. Or Krishna has another plan for me to grow in some other area. There's so many reasons why things may change even without our, what we say, awareness. So the idea is now when you're in this situation, how are you going to respond to this situation? Are you going to let the situation take you, or are you going to work with the situation to become Krishna consciousness?
Yeah, I understand that. Yes, Maharaj.
That's the point. So I know where you are, and I can't fully agree that you have no opportunities for Krishna consciousness because I spent time there, and I know there are many devotees there, many
Yeah,
hundreds of devotees in where you are, and so
yes,
you just have to connect with the right group and try to find time to again pick up your Krishna consciousness in that environment.
yes, Maharaj.
Yeah, but if you still long for the past, then um, you may not be able to take advantage of the present.
No, I get it. I get it, Maharaj. Yes, I'm going to do that. I've started associating locally, but the heart is still there with the old friends. That's why it's kind of difficult. Yes,
Well, you could also decide to relocate and see if you want to try to develop your Krishna consciousness in an environment of your choice. You could do that.
yes, Maharaj. I'm trying my best. Yes, Maharaj.
That
I'll do
option
that.
is there. But until you
Yes,
do that, don't neglect the opportunities that are in front of you. Mhm.
yes, Maharaj. I'm going to do that. Yes.
Mhm.
Good,
Thank you, Anand Prabhu. Thank you. Sridevi Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Satyavarma. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I'm a little intrigued and curious about how that desire for personally associating with the Lord, which is samipya kind of a liberation, where one becomes a personal associate with the Lord, was granted by the Lord, and Uddhav desired that. So, how we can understand that this is pure devotion?
How can we understand what?
That he is a pure devotee, because pure devotee desires nothing. He only desires to please the Lord. He doesn't desire any of those five kinds of liberation. But in this case, he desired to be an associate, and the Lord granted that. So, how is
Mhm.
that counted as pure devotion?
I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. He had association with Krishna already. Uddhava was Krishna's cousin. Vasudeva was the common father. Vasudeva had many wives, and one of the wives was the mother of Uddhava. Well, the other wife was Devaki, which was the mother of Krishna. They were cousins.
But we are encouraged not to desire to be an associate, not to desire the same opulences, not to desire to be on the same planet. We are encouraged not to desire any of those liberations, no, Guru Maharaj?
Yeah, but Uddhava has pure love for Krishna. So in that loving mood, he wants to be with Krishna. What's wrong with that? That's natural.
So then why we say that you should not desire any of these things? Because it's natural to want to
That's
be with Krishna, isn't it?
that's for you. If you're a pure devotee, it's different. If you're a pure devotee, then you might have a different desire to experience the happiness of being with Krishna. And Krishna will also grant that because of your purity. That means you qualify for that association. Nothing wrong with that. It's natural. Krishna gave Uddhava so many instructions on a personal level before he left the planet. Uddhava wanted to go back to Godhead with Krishna. Krishna said, no, stay here. I got some work for you to do. So he accepted that because Krishna wanted to have some service for him to do.
So then is it okay to desire at our level, I really want to be with Krishna, I really want to be an associate of Krishna, I want to live on the same
First,
planet as Krishna?
first, first deserve and then desire.
Okay, I got that. Okay, so first we deserve by becoming pure, and which means one shouldn't have any desire except to please the Lord.
Yeah, if you want to enter into a university that is a very prestigious university, you have to pass the difficult examination. Then you can enter in. If you don't pass, it means you can't get in. It means you didn't deserve to get in because you didn't qualify yourself. Qualify yourself to associate with Krishna.
I still am not clear entirely about this, to be honest. I don't understand why we should not desire these things when we want to be with Krishna, why we should not desire to be with Krishna. And we
That's
want to
nice,
be.
but then get to the point of deserving to be with Krishna. If you
But
got
won't that desire make you want to become deserving?
well, then you have to work on that and you have to become purified. And Krishna has to allow you to have that association. In the meantime, we're just happy to serve him in different ways. At the same time, we want to associate with him, but at the same time, we would rather serve him than try to associate with him. That's a higher principle, to serve the Lord. And then by that Lord, by your desire to serve the Lord is pleased, and then he'll welcome you into his association when he feels you're qualified.
So the point is to serve without having any extraneous desire, to serve for the sake of pleasing the Lord, and to not hanker for any oh, I want this, I want that. My only
No,
desire
you
should
could
be,
have
I
both
want.
of these. You can have both of these desires simultaneously. I want to
Oh,
be
okay.
with the Lord, but I know that my way of being with the Lord is to serve the Lord.
Hmm.
It's not that you have to be one point. Yeah, we want to be with the Lord, but at the same time, we know to please the Lord and qualify to be with the Lord comes by purifying ourselves through service of the Lord. So both are there.
Okay. I often get confused between that liberation and pure devotional service.
Yeah, but don't be confused.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. My obeisances to you.
I'm not sure you got my answer. If you think of my answer, you'll understand what you need. Everything will be perfect. I want to be with the Lord, but I know being with the Lord means to serve the Lord. So let me serve in such a way as I qualify to have his association.
Right. The whole point is service. The whole point is serving the Lord with the
Got it.
best.
You got it.
Okay.
But that
Thank you.
doesn't mean you don't want to be with the Lord. I'm going to just serve the Lord, but I don't want to be with him. No, you want to be with him. But at the same time, you have to qualify to come to that stage of
Hmm.
having that association.
Right. Right. Not out of a sense of personal enjoyment of the Lord, but out of a sense of wanting to serve as best as one can.
Why do you want to serve, be with the Lord so you can enjoy? The gopis want to be with the Lord so they know that that pleases Krishna so they can do nice service for Krishna. They know Krishna likes. They hanker after Krishna, but their desires are not selfish. Their desires are, I want to be with Krishna, so I know I want to please him by my service. And because they're qualified to do that, they get the service of, they get the association of the Lord.
Hmm.
First deserve and then desire.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Thank you. Thank you so much. My obeisances.
Thank you, Shudevi Mataji. Very nice question. Shrimati Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances on Krishna Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, I was just thinking about this topic of desires. So we make some choices, and based on that, our life is going on. But most of the time, I feel that I'm doing this, but I don't want to do this. I have another plan, which is in my mind, which I want that to happen. Um, so like my desires are something, and what I'm doing is something else. So what should I do? Should I wait
All
patiently
right.
until?
Keep that desire to do something else in your heart, but do your best where you are. Don't live in the future, or don't live in a dream world.
Yeah.
I mean, uh, we want to be in the association of devotees, but we cannot always be there. So we take the situation we're in and make it Krishna conscious.
Mm.
You can be Krishna conscious in any situation, even in hell.
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
But if you don't accept your situation, then how will you be able to fulfill your desire to serve in another way? Krishna put you in this situation. Okay, work with it. And then he says, oh, they would rather serve over here. All right, they're pleasing me, so why not? I will give them that opportunity.
Mm. So when to act and when to not to act on those desires, that's the confusion part, Guru Maharaj.
Well, don't let those desires stop you from making progress from where you are.
Okay.
That's the idea.
Mm.
Live in the moment. Don't live in the future.
Mm.
Plan for the future, that's fine, but live in the moment. Like I'm here in Croatia, I don't have any association practically. I see the same person every day. And I usually chastise him anyway, and he gets tired of me anyway, so. But anyway, I just keep busy in devotional service. I try to think every moment, what can I do? I got so much service. I can do this service, I can do that service, I got this service, all of these the services I need to do. Krishna doesn't take away my service, he gives me more service. But I would rather be in New Mayapur dancing in kirtan with all of you.
Jai.
But
Yes,
I
Guru.
can't do that now. I'm here now. I'm here where I am.
Yes, Guru. Especially when I go to temple and do services, then that feeling, the strong feeling comes that I belong to that place, not here. So I want to go back to the temple all the time. So with many services are going on. This Saturday we have a Rath Yatra, and many services are going on, but I'm not able to give much time there. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. So someday Krishna will help me to be near to the temple and do the services. That's what my desire is.
Plan for that.
Yeah.
What do they say? What do you say? Forget the past and sleep, near the future dream at all, but act in times that are with thee, in progress ye shall call. Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
Mm.
Plan for the future, but live in the present.
Yes, Kamash.
Because what you do in the present will make the future, what we say, successful, or in other words, if you stay Krishna conscious in the present, you'll be Krishna conscious in the future.
Yes, Kamash. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Srimati Mataji. There is no other questions. I've got one question, Guru Maharaj, about same topic, desire. So sometime when we have a desire to, to do something specific service, a particular special service for our Guru or for Srila Prabhupada, and many a times when we're serving Krishna, we just, serving in a way that Krishna will allow us to do that particular, service for our spiritual master, for Srila Prabhupada. But many a times I feel like when I'm desiring that, and at the same time when I hear this verse, ahetu ki aparahita, I think like the service to the Lord should be unmotivated and unalloyed. So I get confused that I'm serving Krishna because I want to Krishna to fulfill this desire for me, for me to allow me to do this particular thing, and that becomes very confusing, that even that particular type of desire, even with a strong desire to do something, special for the Lord or something, it feels like you how it should not be, like that guilty comes in the heart that I'm serving, I'm trying to do.
I think you're looking for some results. That's your problem.
Okay, maybe.
Just the results are the opportunity to serve.
Mm.
Because service itself is not something that is just, activity. It connects you with the spiritual energy.
Wow.
There's happiness in service. There's satisfaction in service. There's knowledge revealed in service. No matter what service you are, it's all transcendental because it's service. As long as you're working accordingly. If you're creating your own ideas for service, then you might simply be getting a partial experience of the service and not complete. So know what you have to do, and then do it.
Okay.
Don't waste time.
Yeah.
Use your time wisely. As I say, living in the material world, you have to deal with that, with the activities of maintaining family life, keeping the house together, keeping the husband together.
Yes.
So that's also service.
Thank you. So on this, related to that, Guru Maharaj, when you said about the result, so what is the end goal or objective of preaching for a sadhaka like me? Like we can't make someone, a pure. I'm not a pure devotee, so I can't turn someone as a pure devotee.
The
So
essence
what should be the objective? Yes,
the
sir.
essence of preaching is to move that person closer to Krishna.
Okay.
Inspire them to do something, inspire them to take part in something, inspire them to read something. In other words, do something that will add to their life, something spiritual. And when it becomes cumulative, then there's a transformation.
Thank you so much. That's very, very helpful. Krishna Kaviraj Prabhu, please.
Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Guru
Well,
Maharaj, I'm finding that service and chanting is so relishable that I don't want to be doing anything else. I just want more of both.
yeah, you should give the class then, not me. Because they don't listen to me. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I don't really understand why there's a problem, because they're both so incredible. I just get frustrated when someone stops me. So why did you stop me? I was like having a good time and you just stopped me.
Yeah. I read your poem today, the one you sent me about chanting. That was nice.
Especially after the first couple of days after the retreat, I was tired out, but after that, it's just like I don't want to stop.
Yeah. Keep going. And the devotional service is unlimited. There's no limit to satisfaction. There's no limit to happiness, no limit to knowledge, no limit to activity. Material life is limited. Everything changes and ends and something else begins, but Krishna consciousness just expands, expands, expands. So, yeah, if someone is disturbing you from your Krishna consciousness, just ignore them.
Mm, mm.
If you can get them to do the same thing you're doing, then maybe that would be good for them also.
Well, they had good intentions, but I was still a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're tasting the happiness of Krishna consciousness. And that's what it's about. You want that taste.
Mm,
And there's no limit. But don't get proud. Just consider it Krishna
mm.
mercy. If you get proud, you'll lose the taste.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. I'm just enjoying it. I don't care about anything else.
Jai ho.
Jai. Thank you. Thanks, Krishna Kaviraj Prabhu. Anand Gaura Prabhu, please go ahead.
Mataji, Sakshi has asked a beautiful question in the chat.
Yeah, I'll read that once I've finished this
Okay.
one. So Raj Prabhu, please.
Guru Maharaj,
Do you have a question? Do you have a question?
me?
Yes.
Yes, I have a
Yeah.
question. So, yes, Guru Maharaj, continuing with one of the questions that was asked before, was it Satyabhama Mataji? Sorry, no, was it Srimati Mataji, I guess. So, you know, so we understand when Krishna material desires don't get fulfilled. The problem is, when Krishna conscious desires don't get fulfilled, there's a we personally I start losing faith, and I'm like, my dear Lord, there's nothing wrong I'm asking you for, right? Like, if you don't even fulfill this, how do I continue to see your merciful aspect? That you're extremely merciful, that we listen to it.
Krishna consciousness
It becomes
always get fulfilled. They always get fulfilled, but sometimes there's a time period that you have to go through in order to experience that fulfillment. If you want something immediate, then that's not the way it works.
this gives me so much solace. Yeah. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. It really made me happy.
Prabhupada also talks about Utsahan Nishchaya Daryat. Enthusiasm, determination, patience. Tat karma bhavartanam sadhu vitti. And what is it? And giving
Sadhurita
up
Samantas.
and giving up the association of the non-devotees. 6 things that make devotional service successful. Patience is also there. I'm trying, I'm working, I'm doing my best, but there's no result. Don't worry, it'll come.
Oh, thank you so much, Guru. This made me so happy.
We live in this instantaneous world that you just push a button and you can buy anything. You push a button and you can talk to anybody. It's not, the Krishna consciousness is not like that. It's not instantaneous. But the experience of performing devotional service is the activity itself. Don't try to get some results from the Krishna consciousness, just experience the happiness of serving, that's all. That's the point. Enjoy service. It's enjoyable.
Yes. Thank you so much, Guru.
Thank you.
Sometimes it's difficult because you're not enjoying it, but still it's the right thing to do. As long as you know it's the right thing to do, there's a sense of satisfaction that comes with that.
Yes, it does, Guru. A little bit right now. Yeah. Thank you so much, Guru. It's really been.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. Guru Maharaj, I was reading Nectar of Devotion, and in the chapter 8, it is mentioned that one should not worship the deities without first worshipping the demigod Ganpati. So I could not understand the point. How is it that?
That's not an absolute principle. Ganapati worships Lord Sringadev. So if you worship Lord Sringadev, you can go right beyond Ganapati. Yeah, Bhakti True Maharaj made that point. He said, why should we worship Ganapati when he's worshiping Sringadev? And Sringadev is our worshipable deity. So we don't worship the demigods. But you can pray to the demigods to help you become Krishna conscious. That you can do. You can ask the devas, you can ask the saints, you can ask so many people, give me Krishna. When Dhruva Maharaj was fighting the Yakshas, and the Yaksharaj, what was his name, Kuvera, came out and told him, please stop killing these rascals. And he did. And so Yaksharaj was happy. He said, I'll give you any benediction. He said, can you give me the benediction to a pure devotional service? That's all he asked for. So he was asking the Yaksharaj for pure. In other words, you can pray to people who can maybe give you some blessings. That you can do. As the scriptures say, we don't worship the demigods, but we can pray to the demigods to bring us to Krishna consciousness. That we can do.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. I hope that answers your question, Raj Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, lost my connection in between. Maybe I can go through the video recording.
Okay. Did you get my email today?
Yes, Guru Maharaj. I got the email. I replied to it.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the reply.
Yeah, just a few minutes back, I replied, Guru Maharaj.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Raj Prabhu. Guru Maharaj, we have a question from Sakshi Mataji. Mataji saying, Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, as you mentioned that an intelligent person doesn't take part in material activities. Theoretically, I understand, but when I try to practice it, I sometimes feel disconnected and inauthentic. In my thoughts, words, and actions are not aligned. This creates a sense of inner conflict because of the lack of integrity. How can I work on this?
Repeat the question again. I missed something.
Yeah. Guru Maharaj, as you mentioned, that an intelligent person doesn't take part in material activities. Theoretically, I understand, but when I try to practice it, I sometimes feel disconnected, inauthentic in my thoughts, words, and actions are not aligned. This creates a sense of inner conflict because of the lack of integrity. How can I work on this?
What is this lack of connection? This lack of how does that come by? I don't understand.
So, so I think Sakshi Mataji, can you speak, or maybe I can explain it in. Okay. So what she's saying, Guru Maharaj, is that we shouldn't take part in the material activities. So she understands it theoretically, but she's not able to implement it because her thoughts, her actions are, are maybe going somewhere material. So she is not able to align her intelligence, basically her thinking, based on the teachings.
That means her desire is weak. That's all. It's called, that means you shouldn't do it, but you do it anyway. And then when you don't do it, you feel unhappy because you didn't do it. So that means use your intelligence, saying, I know if I go down this route, what will I gain? Just more trouble or more difficulty, or will waste time. I could be using the time for Krishna consciousness. So you have to use your intelligence is a discriminating factor between what to do and what not to do. Even if I want to do something, I have to see if it's beneficial or not. If it's something I'm supposed to do or have to do. There might be some material obligations, but when it comes to material activities, which are based on finding some happiness in material activities, that we have to reject. You live in a material world, you still got to take care of your body. That's the body is, is material. At least it's made out of material elements. And so you feel a little pulled in two directions, and get some advice on how you can overcome this desire to suffer when you feel like when you do the right thing. I'm doing the right thing, but now I feel disconnected because I did the right thing. Doing the right thing in this case means rejecting the material. So make it up. When you reject the material, do something spiritual.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Guru Maharaj. I hope that answers your question, Sakshi Mataji.
I mean, we have to say no to Maya. And if you don't say no to Maya, then you're going to go in that direction. So.
Thank you. Thanks, Guru Maharaj. Mataji, you have got your hands raised. And maybe you can put your name. Maybe I don't know you. I forgot your name. Sorry.
Is that Prachi?
Prachi, yeah.
Prachi, sorry. Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, my question is around a desire to make others Krishna conscious, especially family members.
Impossible.
Is
generally impossible, especially Indian families.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Maharaj, my question is,
Prahlad
when
Dave can give you a lot of information on that area. He's well versed in those things. Prahlad Maharaj tried to make his father Krishna conscious, and he couldn't do it.
Mm,
And he was a pure devotee.
mm, mm,
Family members have a way of seeing you in the way you relate to them as family members. They don't usually take instructions from you because they see you in a different way.
mhm,
The best way to make family members favorable is just strengthen your own Krishna consciousness and be very respectful and don't agree with them, but still respect them for who they are and play the role that you have to play in the family, but at the same time, keep your Krishna consciousness strong.
mhm, mhm,
Family members sometimes change when they see you becoming a better person.
mhm.
But if you use philosophy, it usually doesn't work in families at all, hardly ever. Give them prasadam, be nice to them. When you go to the temple, invite them to come along. If they get an experience, they're more likely to become more favorable than if you sit there and, preach Bhagavad Gita to them.
Mhm. Maharaj, it sometimes demotivates, especially when I think um, of how beautiful this process is, and like you said, Prahlad Maharaj even struggled to convert his father. Um, I understand that, but how to sort of continue without getting demotivated?
Oh, just like I say, focus on yourself and just play the role as a family member, but develop but don't change your life in Krishna consciousness. Be nice to them or be what you're supposed to be with them. Play that role of whatever relationship you have, but be yourself, be a devotee.
Hmm.
And then, like I say, every once in a while, look for an opportunity to encourage them. Say, well, I got some nice prasadam from the temple. Here, I want to share with you. Oh, there's a special program happening at the temple today. Let's go see the deity. Something like that.
Hmm.
You know, involve them without preaching to them.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Haribo, thank you, Prachi. I'm so happy to see you at the retreat. That was nice.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, Maharaj. It was absolutely out of this world experience. It was so amazing. I've never had any. This was my first retreat, and I've never had that kind of experience ever in my life. So thank you. All glories to you.
Well, that was the mercy of Sri Krishna Balaram.
Hare Krishna.
Guru Maharaj is also from Indore, my city.
Yes, good, good, good. We got a lot of indoors here. We got Manisha there. We got Shakshi. We got you. We got Prachi. We got So many. Who else?
Anisha,
Who else?
Satish Prabhu.
Raj Shiv Hare.
We
I mean,
got
that region.
Chaitanya, he's from Ujjain. Who else do we have there?
Satish Prabhu. I think Satish Prabhu is also from Ujjain.
Okay.
And
Rudrakshi. Ashutosh. Oh, Ashutosh.
Yeah, all you guys have to be Krishna conscious because you've been given a very high birth in those places. Those places are very, very spiritual charters. Srila Prabhupada in 1974 came to India, you know that.
yes.
Mm.
He spent 3 or 4 days there chastising everybody. Giving his mercy in the form of telling them they're all Mayavadis.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a place called Gita Bhavan in Indore, Maharaj. And that's where Prabhupada actually gave his lecture in Indore. That's where, there was a congregation and everybody, there were lots of people all from all around India talking about Bhagavad Gita, and Prabhupada said, "You don't understand the Bhagavad Gita. It's a Mayavadi interpretation." Yeah.
Yeah, but actually they like Prabhupada. Some of them,
Yes.
they started to agree with Prabhupada. How much they changed, we don't know, but at least they agreed with what he said.
Okay. Thank you. I think there are no other questions.
Okay, we can stop here.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much. Guru Maharaj, I need to ask you something. Is it okay to give you a quick call after this, just for a minute, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, devotees, for joining. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much. And
Srila Guru Maharaj ki.
see you all tomorrow,
Hare Krishna,
Saturday.
Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Shankara. Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Sadhguru. Who else is there? I see a lot of nice faces. They're all looking smiling. It must be the residual effect of the yatras.
Thank you very much. It was amazing.
Okay. Yeah, I always suggest devotees read the verses coming up so you have a little bit of an idea what you'll hear in the next class. And that'll pique your intelligence for understanding. It's always nice to read a little ahead. Okay. Okay, Hare Krishna. Do you know how to end the call, Sachirama, or do I have to give you a lesson?
No, Guru Maharaj, can we please all chant together? Please don't go.
Want to chant around?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me get my beads.
Thank you.
I'm a Hare Krishna too, so I like to chant.
Let me open the.
Thank you, Satyabhama.
Jai. Who said that?
Today is the appearance day of Gadadhar Pandit, isn't it?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. Very important day. Take some time and read about Gadadhar Pandit in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Hari Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hari Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna. Hey Rashad. Rashad. Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram. Does my window open in my room? It's got a screen on it, I think. Hare Krishna Hare Hare. There's no screen?
No, there is screen.
Huh?
There is screen.
Open up the window. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare Ram Hare.
You open the teacher as well?
Is it only that has screens?
Yes, yes.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Satyabhama, you still want to talk?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
How are you going to keep the chanting going?
I can let it go if you want. I can keep. I just stay on mute.
All right, keep it going. Let the devotees continue with the japa.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Sridevi Mataji, you want to unmute and lead the chanting?
Okay. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.